So what I did, which I wouldn't advise anyone to do now that I know, I kind of am a type of person that just does things without doing, well, before in the beginning, I just did things without really doing my due diligence. But what I did was I used my 401k, I cashed it out. But
Mm.
technically I shouldn't have done that, because if you want to start a business and you have a 401k plan, you can get a loan from you can get a loan from a bank, whatever the amount of the 401k loan 401k that you have, and you could get a loan for that amount. So I wouldn't advise anyone to do that, but I basically cashed out my 401k to start my business. I feel like my personality is pretty much the same, a lot of the same, because I'm very much of a people person, and in sales, you have to connect with people. So it's all about relationship building. It's all about people feeling comfortable with you. It's all about connecting. So that, I think I've always had that ability to connect with people. Um, the thing that I would say, maybe it could be looked at as a negative thing, but I would say, it's positive for in the business aspect, because I'm a woman and I'm a female. Sometimes, it's hard to like be a hard ass. Sorry. Like a hard person, like, I'm always like, if I have to relay something that can be like upsetting to someone, those things are difficult for me. Like, cause I always want to be the good cop. I don't ever want to like, make
Yeah.
my employees feel bad or anything. So I think, in these 7 years, I've gotten better at that, gotten better at, having hard and difficult conversations with people that I need to have, because if I don't have those conversations, obviously, we're not going to grow and get to the place that we need to be. So I would say that I've gotten better at being able to having hard conversations with individuals that, otherwise I wouldn't have, or I would feel very uncomfortable doing. Um, March 24th, we had to actually shut our retail store down because, obviously we couldn't be open. And then June 1st, our store was also like vandalized and looted like during the protests. So that kind of affected us as well. And then I also had to let go one of my employees because, obviously we weren't bringing in the revenue to sustain. So I had to let one of our employees go. And then also, because of the pandemic, sales have been much slower. So we're probably down about 70% year over year compared to where we are usually at. So that was the main thing about how the pandemic has affected me. I would say, it's just to anyone. It doesn't matter. The biggest piece of advice that now I understand this is that to have belief in myself. Sometimes we feel like we have to be a certain place or be a certain, like, we have to have a degree or we need to do these things before we can even do something or accomplish a goal that we have. But just having more belief, because that's, I think, is the key thing, is that you have to believe that it is possible, that you can do anything. You can do technically anything you want to do. But I think when I was younger, I kind of had limitations because I didn't think that certain things were possible. Yeah, I would have much more belief, and I wouldn't wait so long. So a lot of things I held off. Like, I had to make sure, like, I had the perfect website. I had to make sure um, certain things. I felt like I needed certain things to even do things, which is not true. So I would say that I would just have more faith and belief in myself that I could um, do anything that I wanted to do.